I talked to you guys about acting or some form of something that has to do with acting. What did we talk about last week? Yeah, but something about like treating it like it's a career, right? Not just you're gonna luck into a lottery ticket. So what I want to talk to you about is you guys know that it's important because, well, Nick texted me that he wasn't going to come to class because he's sick, and now you guys told me that Paul's sick, and well, just raise your hand in here if you've missed any classes for being sick within the last 5 months. You haven't missed any classes for being sick? I don't believe that that's true. Since October, you haven't missed any classes for being... You've never missed class for being sick?
No.
Ever?
No. Guys, I'm here fucking coughing and hacking.
I could have swore somebody said that you've been sick before. But anyways, so... look, getting sick is not... like, you're like, how do I control that, Matthew? Right? It's out of my hands. The germs and everything like that. Yes, but I don't think, what I want to talk about is, yeah, you can't control if you're going to get sick, but I don't know if everybody is taking care of their instrument as well as they could. And so I thought I'd talk about, look, you don't have to go out and be the, physical specimen that I am and go to the gym 7 days a week, 2.5 hours a day. I know I cover up here, but if you want to see, just go to my Instagram. But I mean, look, I want to look a certain way, but it's really about taking care of myself. And I'll just give you guys an idea, right? So when Studio 4 first opened, which was 2014, I was not a teacher, right? I was going to classes. And so I was going to all 4 of Sean's classes. Then I was going to 2 of Brian's intermediate classes. Then I was going to 2 of the advanced classes while also attending 2 classes a week at Playhouse West. And so so I was going to a lot of classes. And then I became a teacher, right? And then, as you guys know that have been around, well, I was teaching a lot of classes. Sometimes 6, I think 6 was the most. Did we ever have 8? I don't know if we ever got up to 8. If we did, it was for a minute. But at least 6 classes a week that I was teaching, as well as still going to the advanced class on Wednesday. And then also, Sean would have me substitute for whenever another teacher couldn't be there. So I was doing a lot of classes. Now here we are in February of 2020. So since Studio 4 opened in January of 2014, and it's now February of 2020, so a little over 6 years, how many classes have I missed? 1. Why did I miss? Went to my grandmother's funeral. I flew home, flew right back. And it's not because I'm impervious to your earthly viruses. I'm not Superman. But I take care of myself. Even when I was fat and out of shape. I mean, look, those of you that were around. I mean, a drunk driver pulled out in front of me on my motorcycle. I went over the handlebars. I was in class the next day. You saw me. I was limping. I missed 0 classes. And it's... there's a sense of obligation, but not because you guys pay me, but because I care about the work. And I'll just say this one quote that I read, and I think it's from Gwen Stefani's ex-husband, Bush. What's his name? No, Bush. Gavin Rossdale. So I read this article about, this article that, it's been years ago, whatever. But just think about this. How you do anything is how you do everything. And so how many of you are even show up late, even if it's just 5 minutes to your regular job? And so if you think that, well, I won't do it when I get on set, you won't at first. But let me tell you, if you go and you get on a sitcom and you're on The Big Bang Theory that runs for 10 years, you're going to settle into a routine. And if you have not disciplined yourself, you know, I will tell you, they don't talk much about it out of school, but Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox were notoriously late to the Friends set. And, you know, some of the other guys, they kind of, you know, they didn't make a big stink about it, but Ross, what's Ross's name? David Schwimmer and Lisa Kudrow, that did not sit well with them. So, discipline yourself. Take care of your instrument. I mean, I understand that you're going to get sick, but, you know, look, Nick's missed 2 classes since January. We're 7 classes in. He's missed 2 of them for being sick. And so, you know, I don't want to tell you guys, you know, if you're a drinker, a smoker, you do drugs, whatever it is, you know, I'm not here to be your dad, but do it in moderation to take care of your instrument. Because I want this to be your career. Anybody have any thoughts about that? So that's what I have to say about it. Take care of yourself. You're going to get sick, but you get sick on days you don't have to come to class. Just schedule it that way. That's all you do. You know, you feel it coming on. I'm telling you, the minute I start to feel it coming on, I go straight to CVS. I know I'm trading on Walgreens, but I go straight to CVS because I live next door to CVS, and I buy Advil Cold and Sinus. And I'm telling you, I take 2 immediately, and then I take 1 more in 6 hours, and then I go to bed, and then I take, you know, 1 in the morning. So I usually take 4, which you're not supposed to take it that often, but I wipe it out, and then what's that? Well, I don't do it. I only do it once in a blue moon, right? But I wipe it out so I don't miss anything. So, I mean, maybe that remedy won't work for you, but you know, I know a lot of you guys don't eat right. I'm not telling you have to eat what I eat, but I'll tell you that every single night of the week, I eat 2 chicken breasts and steamed broccoli. Every single night of the week. And it gets tiring eating that, but it's a small price to pay to not have to miss ever. So
I do kind of have to say something, not about the sickness,
Mhm.
but about the phrase.
especially with the coronavirus going around, right? You gotta,
Please don't
anyways, go ahead.
class.
Go ahead, what?
How you do anything that you do anything.
Yeah.
That's a phrase that I actually have, and I always listen to this, and I always have it in the back of my mind. Especially because I work at the consulate.
Right.
It's like I love it, but I don't. It's not my passion.
Right.
Like I'm grateful for it. And sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do this, and I keep that in the back of my head. I want to do these things, you know. Anyway, point is that I produced a short years ago, and I put a friend of mine. He's an actor, obviously, and I put him because he's my friend. But I remember his work ethic, like the things that we kept saying. Like he was always super early, like way earlier. He knew his line. He was prepared, and I always thought like, and this is a very peculiar guy, like looking guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought, well, I wish him the best. I really do, because I love him so much. He's my brother. He's not the greatest actor. He's a good actor, but he's not like.
You're right. Yeah.
And because of how he does everything, he's a regular in Queen of the South.
Oh, okay.
He's Bote. He's been Spider-Man. He's been like a bunch of things. Like he went from being the guy that I met.
Right.
I get into that. To like having House in the Hills, like.
Awesome.
You know, working nonstop, and it's not because he's a good actor. He's put the
But he's not like amazing, right? He's just,
Because
yeah.
everybody wants to work with him because he's so good at being early and being constant. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Here's the thing. Wait till you win your first Academy Award before you show up late or miss work. Then, maybe get away with it. But, yeah, it's just cool. Nice. Okay, anybody else have any other thoughts? So take care of yourself is really my biggest thing out of that. You're going to get sick, but I don't know that everybody does everything they can to mitigate it. And so I want you guys to do everything you can to stay hydrated, like they say, and drink lots of fluids. I don't know, whatever you're supposed to do. So, good.
Children, so I can't speak.
Well,
Maybe wear masks.
yeah. Cover your mouth when you cough. Yeah, you're going to be around that stuff. It's not going to be, it's it's not unavoidable. But if you take care of yourself, you can, you can't go replace your instrument. At least not yet. Maybe one day in the future. I'm watching Total Recall right now. Maybe one day in the future you can get a new instrument. But as of now, this is all we got. So take care of it. Good. Okay.